Hello?
Hello? Yeah. How you doing?
Hey, Ricky, this is Tommy Bryson. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So look, I was actually calling about the credit cards and everything. How to withdraw cash out of credit cards.
All right, so
Honestly, I just got approved. I got my soda card. That's Capital One so far. And
oh,
this month I have to make my 250 payment. So like this gonna be like this August. So pretty much what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get withdraw.
wait, hold up. So just so you know, this call is gonna be recorded and potentially uploaded to YouTube. So how can I help?
Okay, so far do you have any more links for me to use and everything so far, so I can actually do my part and actually put in the footwork for me to get this going? Like can I do that? Like, can you at least help me with that?
So it sounds like
have more links.
you want to take wait, you mean more links and getting more like sign up bonuses, or you mean, for example, like just getting cash out of the credit card? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get cash out the credit card. Like mine's on withdrawal at no ATM, so like it's running like credit, for credit lines and everything, stuff like that, credit trade lines.
All right, so there's a few things you can do, right? You can go to a bank. That, by the way, right, I don't recommend this at all, because if you do this and then they're charging you a bunch of interest on it, it just makes no sense. It's one of the most worst ways to actually get money.
Doing this for yes, I'm actually doing this for cryptocurrency. So that's what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it for cryptocurrency. I'm trying to withdraw money out of cryptocurrency, but for me to withdraw, because I'm unemployed right now. Right now, I'm unemployed. I'm looking for a job. So far right now, I'm
look, Ricky, you gotta slow down, man. What it sounds like to me right now, you're going through a rough time, and you're about to dig yourself into a digger hole by doing this, right? So what I would do is just slow down, because it doesn't make sense if you're unemployed now to take money out that you can't pay back, and you're trying to take the money out from the crypto stuff.
I can pay it back. I can pay it back and everything. It's just the fact that I'm just trying to withdraw money so I can actually get my other money out, my other capitals out from cryptocurrency.
Why can't you get your money from the crypto?
I need it because it take like a percentage. You feel me? Of the taxes, because let's say you filed your taxes and everything. You feel me? Like you're trying to get money back, but so far you can't get money back because it's all taxes and stuff.
What company are you using?
I'm with Live Timey. Yeah, Time Forex. Time Forex. FX. Yeah, FX.
Sounds like a. Is it the first time you did it before, or like you've done this several times before?
No. Like this about to be my first time.
Yeah, sounds like you about to get finessed, bro. Sounds like you about to get finessed. Because in reality, what happens is whenever you're trying to sell an investment, whether it's crypto, whether it's a stock or whatever, the taxes and the fees, basically, it's your business. The taxes you paid at the end of the year, and whatever fees you have to take out, you can just sell and then basically just pay right there. And I don't imagine anybody charging you a bunch of fees to the point where you got to borrow money from a credit card. So if they're telling you something about taxes and then they got to take this money, it doesn't work like that. Those are personal things you actually pay at the end of the year. So it sounds like if it sounds like what it sounds like to me, I don't know the company. I'm not trying to say it's like a scam or whatever, but it sounds very scammy to me.
All right, so have you ever heard of Lifetime FX?
No, I haven't. I haven't, and I never heard about a brokerage of any source that take money like that.
I'm just investing money that I'm not actually making. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, so you are basically on a margin account.
Yes. I'm actually on a website, not an app, but it's actually a website, like Dog Coins, or you feel me, whatever, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I'm on that type of
Why are you playing this game?
I'm just trying to find a way out, man.
That's not the way, man. That's not the way. You're gonna find a way to dig yourself into a very deep hole.
I've been working on my credit also. I've been doing my dispute letter. My dispute letter took me 30, 45 business days. I made monthly payment every 6 months. So you feel me? My first deal was 145.
Okay, let me slow you down, bro. Let me slow you down, right? Credit, OPM, crypto, all these things is just you trying to basically make some quick money and do whatever you're trying to do. It's not the way to long-term wealth. It's not correct, basically, I'm telling you.
I feel what you're saying, but I'm trying to reinvest. I'm actually trying to get my business license and everything, so I can, start getting my ECN.
If you want capital to fund your business or whatever it is, and by the way, EINs are free. You can just basically get those from the IRS website. Like, they're free to make, so that doesn't cost any money. To get an LLC is like $200.
Yeah, they charge me like $200.
Yeah, so
exactly.
yeah, it's not that much money, man. So if you need funding for a business or whatever you're trying to do, get a job, right? You get a job, whether it's Uber Eats or delivering pizzas or mowing lawns or washing cars.
Yeah, I know that, but like, I've been job searching. I've been going to the resource center and putting in my footwork. So far, you feel me? It's hard for a black man in LA, Southern California.
You got a car, bro?
Come up. No, I don't have a car.
You got a bike?
Public transportation, bro. Nah, man, I ain't got. I ain't got that either. But at the same time, I'm on feet, bro. I'm on feet. Making things happen.
How much cash do you have?
I have zero right now, bro.
You ever worked in a restaurant?
I just applied for a restaurant yesterday for dishwashing. They say they pretty much need more workers. So I'm like, fuck it. So I gotta go. I gotta keep trying. Something.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, you feel me? That's why I set this appointment for us to talk and everything. So I actually get a few pointers. So it's gonna be like, okay, for sure. Like, bro, you got this so far. Okay, what you need to do is just.
Okay, so then let me tell you exactly what I would do if I were you, right? If I had no money whatsoever and I was just starting out, I had no car, nothing, and I wanted to just make legit money, what I would do is basically be a little patient here, right? If things get really, really, really bad and you're living in a shelter, that's just temporary stuff. But you got to get a job first. The way is not, for example, to leverage other people's money to then hopefully make money in something very risky like cryptocurrency, or then to try to borrow money from a credit card while you're trying to fix your credit. None of that stuff is going to matter, because if it goes wrong, doesn't go your way, you're just going to find yourself in a deeper hole. That's not what I want for you. So what I would personally do is I would pause. You called me, so let me tell you what I would do. Right? Because the information that you already have, you've been practicing it and it hasn't been working yet. So let me tell you what I would do. What I would do is basically I would pause. I would try to find a job. So keep applying. Give it at least like 3 days or 4 days. Whatever you can do for some cash, right? Once you find the job, you stabilize step by step. You start to clean everything up. Because the steps are you get out of debt, you save for emergencies, you start investing, and then slowly but surely you start to upgrade your skills. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, man. I hear you.
Yeah, so it's just about slowing down. You look, whatever job. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 30. Just turned 30, man.
Yeah, so you're
trying to, do something before it's too late.
It's not too late, bro. You about to be alive until like you're 80. You got like 50 years left. Relax. You're not even like in your midlife yet. Don't try to do all these fast things to potentially ruin your life, and then before you know, you got to start off all over again. You've done that already. You have to start over again now. So the point is, once you get this job, use this money to save $1,000 for emergencies in case anything goes wrong. Use the rest of the money to start paying off, for example, your debts and so on. Right? Slowly but surely, you get out of this hole. It might take you 12 months to 18 months, but that's fine. Once you're done there, save up for 3 months for the emergencies. Then once you're done there, you go ahead and you grab that money and start investing it into a skill. Right? I'm not talking about a business or whatever, right? That's more risky stuff. You can do that on the side if you want to, with like some little money here and there. But I'm talking about a career. So whether you want to do like a trade job, college, license, whatever it is, electrician, whatever, then you do one of those things. Take like a year to 2 years. Now you go from making, for example, minimum wage, which you're making now, to making around like $50,000 per year. Now you're in a much better space. The goal is not to make this fast money. I'm pretty sure you've tried that also, and so have I in the past. And the thing is, the faster the money comes, usually, the faster it leaves your fingers. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hear you.
So if it sounds too good to be true, often it is. If it sounds too complicated, often it's just not even worth it. Finance and money is just simple. It's patience and it's also hard work. Part of it is. What do you want to do, man? Like, what are you interested in? Like, as far as like job wise?
I don't even know, man. Like, I used to play basketball, you feel me? But no, I didn't get to make it, make it. So.
Okay. What about being a coach?
Man, COVID-19. everything's just starting to reopen, and you know, like
By the time you become a coach, all that stuff would pass because you're not gonna become a coach overnight.
I'm more passionate about doing this toward reading for people. I like to actually talk to people, communicate. You know, try to
Doing what for people? Doing what for people?
You like therapists, you know.
Oh, you want to be a
like
therapist?
that, you know? Yeah. Like,
Okay, that takes a master's
just help
degree.
people out. And
Right.
honestly, I've been thinking about doing like an online business, so like I could pretty much like talk to people, set appointments up, you know, like.
You have a
pretty much
license?
Like you did this phone call, you know, like set appointments up, like be professionally.
But do you have a license though?
Actually help. No, I don't have a license.
Do you have a
for it.
degree in psychology?
I got a
You gotta
degree
work
in
backwards, man.
administration.
Look, you gotta work backwards. The reason I'm able to do this stuff is because basically I'm an accountant. I've been doing it for the past 4 to 5 years. So I have this experience, right? You gotta work backwards. So you gotta start where do you want to be? For a psychologist, what does it take for me to actually get there?
Well, so look, so far I have my degree in business office administration. You feel me? Like
Business administration?
that's not what I want to do. Yes. Administration, yes. Business office administration. So like, so far, it's my BBA. So far, I wanted to grow something from that because I do want to start like my own car showroom. You feel me? And that's gonna cost me like $100,000.
You're trying to do too much. So you want to be a psychologist and you also want to do the whole car thing. You gotta focus into something. So you gotta lock into whatever you want. Things that take too much money, just pause for right now because you don't have the money. And when you don't have the money to something, you start to figure out, oh my gosh, can I borrow money from here, borrow money from here? And before you know it, you dig yourself into this massive hole. What?
Yeah. Ain't nobody borrowing money.
Yeah, but eventually you'll get into that because you borrow money to do the crypto thing because that's called margins account. And then you want to borrow money from a credit card to basically get that money out. It's borrowing money. I'm telling you not what you're doing now only, but what this is going to lead to.
I was trying to borrow money for the credit card and then, you know, like pay it off with the cryptocurrency money. So like that way, you feel me, I can actually put the money that I'm using to use, you feel me, onto something so far what I need, like hold on to the money to start to pop up and it's a fee and I just pay that, you feel me, and then branch off from there. So far.
How much money do you have in this crypto account?
I have $13K.
You have $13,000 in the crypto account. How much money do you need to take it out?
So far, I was trying to withdraw only $800. You feel me? Just $800.
$800 to take the money out.
No, my bad. $700. $700.
Okay, and who do you know that's done this process also personally?
Personally, no one. So
Bro, you about to get finessed, bro. You sound like you about to get finessed. It sounds like you about to get finessed. It sounds like I give you $700 and then you give me this much. It just sounds weird. Say for example, if we use Robinhood, right? Or let's say for example we use Coinbase, whatever platform there is out there for cryptocurrency. Whatever money I put into it, there are no fees. And whenever it comes down, for example, to me paying my taxes, that's at the end of the year. So what platform do I need to give $700 to get back, for example, $13,000? It just sounds ridiculous.
That part, I know, like I've been thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah, bro. So if it sounds too good to be true, a lot of the times it is.
I can find it to the manager off of customer support, and pretty much he was saying the fact that it's real, bro, and you know, like pretty much like that you feel me, like it's tax.
Bro, run. Run, bro. Run. You about to get scammed. Run. Really far away. Look, you're in a bad. Go ahead.
The money so far I deposited into my account was $966.
And you grow it to $13,000. It sounds stupid, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. So what I would do is this. Again, my advice can only come from what I would do in your shoes, right? Sometimes you lose, and sometimes you can't make the money back the same way you lost it. It's just how life works. So if you lost that money that way, don't try to recover it the same way. You lost it, you took an L, great. You can move on now.
Go ahead.
You can move on. So get a job first. You've been trying to do that. Keep looking for a job, right? Once you get a job, buy yourself a little beater car, $500 to $1,000. That's your budget. Once you get a car, now you can move around a little bit more. Get a little side hustle also while you're in it. And then work towards getting, for example, the degree or license or whatever you're trying to do. If you want to, I want you to make a list, right? This is your only task here. Make a list of the top 10 things you want to do in life, right? As far as a career-wise, whether it's a psychologist, whether it's working at a car shop, whatever it is, and you want to write those things down. Do all the research to what it takes to get to that point in life. Then I want you to cross off all 9 of them and keep the one that's your favorite that falls under 3 things. Something you like, you're good at, and it's going to make you a good amount of money. Not the most money, because you also got to like what you actually do. So if that's psychology, you understand that you already have a bachelor's degree. It'll take you 2 years to get the master's degree. Okay, great. If that is working, for example, trying to make your own car company, well, start off at the bottom. Work for somebody else at their dealership. Work in sales first. See how everything actually works. Become a mechanic, whatever you want to do. But that way you start small and you kind of build up. If you can't, you can't ever start a game at level 100 or level max. You got to start from the bottom first, step by step.
Yes.
You feel me? I'm sorry to hear about this, man. It sounds like you're just trying to like make things work and it's not going your way. And the reason is because basically you're trying to push money to do things that money doesn't do. So whenever you're trying to do that, so you're going to get scammed and finessed. So for right now, just take a breath, pause, and let it go. It happens, okay? I've been scammed in the past before. That's fine. But you only get scammed once.
It's crazy. It's crazy because I was actually working. You feel me? Working this whole time, depositing money. And, you know, like thinking that, okay, I got to make this certain amount of money, just this amount of money.
Yeah.
So far.
What were you doing before? What was your job before?
I was on Paper Ready.
A paper route?
Paper Ready.
Paper Ready? What's that?
It's pretty much a staff agency for labor work and everything. So they call you when they go to work and stuff. They have everything available.
Yeah. So
like
listen, if I were you, man, I would be dying of anxiety because it's a life that I just don't control. This whole crypto thing, I don't control it. This whole job thing, they call me whenever they want to call me. So if they don't got no money for me, I can't eat. You know what I'm saying? It's anxiety proven, right? So you gotta get out of that. Get a little secure job so that way you have consistent income coming in. Keep your expenses low. Buy a little car for cash, $500,000. This way you start to have more control over your life. Somebody tells you I have quick money for you, you run. It's happened already. Does that make sense? Yeah, bro. So look, I don't want you just to get this call and then be like, he told me a lot of stuff, but I don't know what to do. Here's a step-by-step guide, right? First, you got to know where you're going so that way you can actually have some goals in mind, right? So write down what you want to do in life, right? If that's a psychologist, the car thing, write it down, put it on paper and carry it around with you all the time. But your first step right now is just get a job, right? Whether it's at Chick-fil-A or whether it's at McDonald's, I don't care. Just get some money coming in and flowing in. Then use that money to buy yourself a little car, $500 to $1,000. Now you have a lot more mobility, also saves you a lot more time. Then work towards paying off your debts. How much debt do you have, by the way, right now, currently?
I'm at 8,000 from UEI college because I was actually going to school for automotive technician. Graduated, but didn't get my degree because I was in debt.
Because what?
I was in debt.
Oh, so they don't give you your automotive degree until you're debt free?
Yeah, pretty much.
So if you pay that off, if you paid out the $8,000, will they give you your degree?
Yeah.
And how much money can you make?
Honestly, it's hard to get a job in California. I've been trying
Move.
every day.
Move.
I've been gonna do what?
Move. Look, you can say, Tommy, it's hard to get a job in California, but there are people in California with jobs, minimum wage jobs, a lot of different jobs, right? So whatever somebody else can do, you can do it also. I know you're black, I'm black too, nobody cares. Whatever anybody else is doing there also, you can do it too, just as I can do it also. So erase that mentality, just whatever somebody else is doing, be like, how can I get there? It might take you a little longer, but doesn't matter. Just work towards what you want. The only competition is yourself. You feel me?
Yeah.
So go out there, you find a little job. You got to keep trying and trying and trying. Things that are usually worthwhile don't happen all of a sudden. It's not like you're going to go, oh, we woke up today, I got a job. No, just wait a little bit. But keep applying. That's all it takes. Once you got a job, you got your own little funding. That's going to be your little seed capital. You get your little car. You work towards paying off, for example, your debt. When you have that main job now, whether it's at Domino's or Chick-fil-A, whatever it is, use the car to do Uber or to do whatever you actually want to do to make some extra income. Use that money to pay off your debts. If in 12 to 18 to 24 months, you can pay off that debt with the student loans to actually release that degree, then you can go ahead and basically use that degree to get a job. Whether it's to start at the bottom with the whole mechanic things to then basically work out to $25 an hour to $30 an hour. And then we're having a different conversation.
Yeah, because right now, since I can't do the automotive technician so far because they hurt my degree.
Yeah.
I might as well do business office administration because I got that degree. I'm glad that they gave it to me because I was in debt for UEI and the collection was following me. So
yeah.
You feel me? Like,
do whatever it takes as long as it's legal. If it takes a little longer, it's fine. When I was in college, I worked as a work study. I worked at the Gap. I worked at New York Spurs Club. I did my own phone flipping thing. I tried everything. Did I like working at those places? The answer is no. Was it embarrassing? Partly, but who cares? It got money in the door in a legal way. Yeah, that's all it is, bro. So I get you have a degree, like all this stuff, but sometimes no matter what you got to start off even more at the bottom. Okay. It's just the way it is.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I have a question, sir. How can I, get experience with this business office administration degree? Because I got it last year. I got it October 5th, 2020. So far, I haven't got experience ever since coronavirus.
Let me be honest with you, right? You got a trash degree. Degree is not good. Yeah. That degree is trash. Anything with business administration is just too vague and just way too massive. Usually when it comes to degrees, you want to go more niche down, whether it's accountant, finance, doctor, engineer, all that stuff right there. A lot of great jobs. You want to find jobs, go to laborstatistics.gov and tell you exactly what the best degrees actually are out there. Your degree is more tricky. What you want to do is go on Google and type in, hey, people with this degree, what jobs do they get? And then work from there. A lot of the times, you're going to start all the way at the bottom. Right? So whether that's in data entry or whatever it is, and you start at the bottom with that job and you start to work towards work up. But it's a tough thing, right? When you graduate and now you're trying to find a job, but you can't get a job because you have no experience. Which sucks. That sounds very stupid, honestly. But it is how it is. So you gotta start small. Entry-level jobs. And you just gotta keep applying.
Yeah, I've been a ZipRecruiter, Glassdoor.
Keep applying. And one thing is, right? If somebody, make sure your resume is good, right? But on top of that, also, if you can just go directly. I know people say don't do that, but sometimes you can. Go directly to the company and show your resume. Have a good outfit on, obviously, and ask for a job. Hey, I'm trying to get a job. I've been applying online. I haven't gotten a response. Just want to see exactly what we can do here. There was this book I read about this guy. The book is called Rejection Proof, and he got a job in one day by going through 3 businesses and asking just for a job. He said, "Hey, I'll work for free temporarily, so you can keep me kind of so I can show you what I have to offer." You know what I mean? So you just gotta go out there and you gotta ask. And although you have a degree and you might feel like you're special, if the degree is not that good, you're gonna have a hard time finding a job. So you can get, for example, one of those fast food jobs, or working at a restaurant, being like a waiter and making those nice tips if you're a really good person or really good at your job. That's also gonna hold you up while you get everything started. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'll tell you a personal story, right? It's kind of like when I came to Puerto Rico, because I live here now. The first apartment I got was trash, but it was just the first apartment to give me time to look for better things. So if the first job that I get is trash, for example, McDonald's, or not trash, but just not the job I want, whether it's at Walmart, Costco, whatever it is, and I can stay there for a while I look for the job that I actually want, that's fine. And once you find the job, you can basically go ahead and quit. But for right now, you gotta get whatever you can get, because right now you're broke.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Yeah, and don't focus on the credit thing, man, because look, credit cards are great, all this stuff is great, but in reality, you don't need credit to buy a home, and you don't need credit to buy a car, because when you're gonna buy a car, you're gonna pay cash for it, $500 to $1,000. You can save that money up. When it comes to a home, do manual underwriting. So in reality, you don't even need a credit score. What you don't want to have is a bad credit score. But by the time you actually get to that point of buying a home and all that stuff, a lot of the stuff you have in collections is probably gonna be dropped off by that point.
Yeah.
Okay? So slow down, man. You're 30 years old. You're not 90. Be patient.
Man, I just feel old. You feel me? Like a nigga 30 years old.
How old is your mom?
She's in her 50, 56, 57.
Is your dad around?
No, my dad was never around. My dad abandoned me when I was first born.
I feel you, bro. It happens a lot to a lot of us. But look, your mom's old, and she's still young, because a lot of women live until they're 80 something.
She's young, but she's not in good condition. Like so far, she got, she just fought stage 4 cancer.
Sheesh.
So she did like her chemo appointment every Thursday, and she just went back to driving city buses. I'm like, why would you do that? You feel me? Like man, you feel me?
Yeah.
The immune system is weak. You feel me? You shouldn't be out
Yeah.
there around all those people.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm going through that right now. You feel me? Like I need to, man, to fuck up and get this job that I need so I can get my family out, man. Like,
where do you live, man?
It's hurting me. I live in Los Angeles, California, Southern California, Los Angeles.
No, I'm saying, where do you live now? Like, where are you staying at? Apartment? Your mom?
No. I'm staying in a transition home.
A transition home.
Yeah, 90-day program.
How long until you gotta go?
Huh?
How long until you gotta leave? Like, how much time do you have left?
I've been there already since 90 days. This must be my shit, man. Might be my 4th month right now.
Yeah. So look, you got a deadline on you.
Yeah, but they ain't trying to kick me out because I'm like the only person up in there who actually getting up and actually trying to get jobs, or there's a few people already working. So like they pay for our beds. You feel me? So like every time if somebody's in the bed, they get paid.
Yeah.
So you feel me? Like I'm pretty much to the point. Like okay, I got this opportunity to use this, and I've been taking advantage of that, but not being lazy and not just being around, but actually getting up and actually doing stuff to help myself.
Yeah.
But so far, every time I get out here and apply for a job, you feel me? It's something. It's something.
If the way you look at the world is the way the world is going to reflect on you, right? So look at it as a vast amount of opportunities, and the ones that you just don't get just weren't meant for you. That's all it is. Don't have this idea of like, oh my gosh, everything's going wrong for me. Oh my gosh, blah blah blah. That doesn't help you. It doesn't give you control over anything. So just like anybody else in that building might have gotten a job, you can do the exact same thing. If you can talk to someone that lives in your area, something like that, to help you find a job, a lot of the times referrals work best. So if you can get a referral from somebody or a little solicitation, that can help you out a ton more. But that's your only step, man. Slow down with everything else you're doing because you're about to get finessed and scammed, and just get a job. So look for those things, and if you can't get a job within your field, get that McDonald's, Burger King, whatever it is, just to flow some money into it. Then you can use that money for a little car, then use that money to upgrade your skills. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And by the way, just to let you know, man, these calls are not a one-time thing. So as time does progress, if you want to give me another call back, always feel free to schedule another call, okay? Welcome to the long-term team, man. So think about long-term whenever you're thinking about any decision that you're actually going to make, okay?
I got you.
All right, brother. Step by step, okay?
All right.
All right, peace. All right, peace out, bro. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Likewise.
All right, guys. So what a call that was with Ricky, right? And a lot of the times we can feel defeated, honestly, with how life is actually going for us. But a lot of the times, how much lower can you go? You know, once you hit rock bottom, the only place you can come back is up. And you know, hearing his story, Tommy, my mom is ill, my dad was never around. You know, a part of that is, it sounds sad, and I know it's sad, but a lot of us, that same thing happens to us. You know, my dad wasn't around, my dad eventually got sick, and my dad eventually passed away. You know, so, and I grew up with a single mom also. And I also felt like when I kept applying to Apple and I got rejected over and over and over again, I was like, this is not working out. Why isn't it working out for me? Turns out I was not meant to work there, because it just wouldn't have been as good as I thought it was actually going to be. So a lot of the times, whatever you're trying to get, you got to be able to pivot. And in reality, the thing is, whenever you have, for example, a fancy degree, a lot of times you think, well, I deserve to have this job right here because I have a degree, but they're not accepting me because I have no experience. The answer is, take whatever job you can get. Tommy, is hard as a black guy in California. It's so hard. I don't care. You know, I don't care. You know, things are hard. I understand that. But if you look at it, for example, from the perspective of, hey, I'm this color. I'm the same color, bro. I'm the same color. So imagine if I had that attitude also. You know, I just can't get it done. It's too hard for me. No, you stop that right there. Get whatever you can get. I never liked working at, for example, the Gap. I hated it so much. I never liked working in a data entry position. I hated it so much. But I love it, what those companies actually did for me, because they allowed me to fund my dreams and to get my life started the correct way. So if I can work, for example, McDonald's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, whatever it is out there, just find a job, restaurant, anything, then I can basically use that money to get my life started. I'm not into fast money. I'm not into quick money. And on top of that, this guy was about to get finesse. Send me $700, you get $13,000. How crazy does that sound? Honestly, right? How crazy does that sound? And it sounds like, hey, I deposit, it grows. I deposit, it grows. I deposit, it grows. Does that sound legit to you? It's not legit. Not legit, okay? So yeah. Overall, that is my 2 cents there, guys. If you guys want to join me on the next call, feel free to do so. Calls are free Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to schedule a call, the link is down below. Schedule a free call today while they're still around, because you never know, they might actually go away. So get in right now while you actually still can. On top of that, also like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. And always like the videos, guys. It helps a lot also with the channel. On top of that, follow me on Instagram at Tommy Bryson. And before I go, here's another video right here, and click my face right here. And as always, peace.